What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss channel. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload videos pretty much every single day. Now, one team that I'm walking away from the NBA draft really trusting their process, trust the process with the Philadelphia 76ers thing, and the Sixers are doing a hell of a job over there, by the way, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm really trusting the process of the New York Knicks. Yes, the New York Knickerbockers, led by Leon Rose right now. He's the new GM in charge, Worldwide West, who has deep ties and deep connections to the college sport. Kenny Payne, who is deeply connected to college game. He was on the Coach Calipari staff for several years, and he's very connected to the Kentucky program and just college basketball in general. I'm trusting the process that New York's got going. They took Obi Toppin at number 8. They didn't expect Obi to be there at number 8. That was a good pick. Even though the Knicks had a logjam at power forward before the draft, they knew what they were going to do if Obi fell to them. They were going to get rid of Bobby Portis. They done it. They got rid of Taj Gibson. They done it. They just have one more year on Julius Randle's contract. So you bring in a talented player like Obi Toppin that can run the floor with RJ Barrett. But they had a problem at the point guard position. They needed shooting. They needed a guard. They needed a lead guard. And they got it in Immanuel Quickley, a guy who shot over 40% for the season last year at UK. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people have forgotten what a lot of these players did during their season because COVID has got us all out of whack. COVID has gotten us away from, we haven't seen college basketball. I mean, college basketball, the last time we saw was in March. It is now November, right? It was 8 months ago, right? And some of those guys played early March, right? Like, they hadn't played since early March. So we're talking about over 8 months ago. We haven't seen a lot of these basketball players play. But Immanuel Quickley, for those who don't know, I'm from the state of Kentucky. And I'm a Louisville fan, but I watch UK. I see UK basketball. And Immanuel Quickley, even though some people didn't have him pegged in the first round, had him early second or late first, and they think maybe the New York Knicks reached in getting Quickley. One thing Quickley is, he is a dog, and he is not only is he a good shooter, he is a clutch shooter. He made big-time shots, especially his sophomore year. He came back for his sophomore year at Kentucky to help them win a lot of ball games. If it wasn't for Immanuel Quickley, Kentucky would not have been the program that they were last year, a team that was ascending heading into the SEC tournament and eventually the NCAA tournament. So a lot of people don't know about Immanuel Quickley because he's not a John Wall. He's not a De'Aaron Fox. He's not, some of these guards that we've seen out of UK in years previous, and he's not the couple of these guys they got coming out next year, but Terrence Clark and BJ Boston. But he is a really good player, mainly because he wasn't a one and done, right? Like, he wasn't a one and done. He's a guy that had to stay for a sophomore year, but that was a really good pickup by the Knicks. So you pair Obi Toppin, who is a highlight reel player of the year in college basketball, a legit 6'8", legit get the ball in the bucket, and crazy athleticism. And he has a better jump shot than a lot of people think. I think he only shot around 30% from the three-point line, but I think that will improve. He is a willing shooter, and he has a nice form. And the fact that he's willing enough to stretch his game and shoot that shot is going to give you a really good player to pair with RJ Barrett, who needs to fix his jump shot as well. He needs to improve on that shot, but RJ Barrett's a pretty good player. RJ Barrett is going to be a really good player down the line. But they got two quality picks, and it's been a while for me to say that I believe the Knicks have gotten two quality picks. Now, they got RJ Barrett last year, but after that wasn't no good. Then a couple of years ago, they got Frank Ntilikina, who wasn't any good. And so they've missed a lot. The Knicks have simply, quite frankly, missed a lot. They got Porzingis and traded him away, because they was trying to get out of some bad contracts. So the Knicks have been run amok for a very, very long time. But I think Leon Rose and Kenny Payne and the rest of those guys up in New York will get this together. They will right this ship. Now, I wasn't crazy about the Tom Thibodeau hire. Was not crazy about giving another recycled coach in the NBA another chance to run an organization. This should be a black coach. But regardless, whatever. The fact that I think this can work, though. Obi Toppin, Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett can be your nucleus of the future. And don't get me wrong, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or anything, but I think they're going to give you some life, and I like the process. I'm trusting the process that the New York Knicks have going on right now. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss channel. As you see, the Boss Sports Network. Be sure to follow me on Instagram for exclusive content. I'll see you next time.